So let's see here. First is Sakura, right? So Sakura, she gets a roll. See that listing? She gets a roll. Let me full screen this so you don't see the Twitch chat, cause Twitch chat be bugging. They definitely said she got Alpha Ken's roll, but she has a roll listed. She can't corpse hop, so she can't roll past the body, right? And she gets a follow-up attack afterwards, right? I could probably count frames. But I don't feel like it. That's gonna take a lot of time. I'd have to clip it and download each one. But it's a roll. She could also roll in anti-air situations, so I'd imagine she could anti-air roll out. So she could do that too. And this is also gonna extend some of her V-Trigger 1 combos. So like, I'm sure they show this off later. She even gets meaty setups. Yeah, if Akuma does air fireball, then it's gonna be OD. She could just roll. I wonder if it's projectile invincible. So this is supposed to be a combo, they said, but the guy dropped it. That's supposed to be apparently a combo, but I guess they dropped it. But in V-Trigger 1 is the big thing. This is what we're supposed to look at if they don't fuck it up. Oh, he has to kill him. Because he messed up the combo. The new ones are Sakura, Birdie, Sim. Oh, I gotta put like a Nightbot shit. Sakura, Birdie, Sim, and somebody else. Urion. Sakura, Birdie, Sim, Urion. Thank you. This is the combo. And that's a meaty setup after. Hold up. Yeah. That's pretty much what it does. It basically makes V-Trigger 1 a little more viable. It makes it a little more viable now. Because she'll be able to roll cancel her fireballs. She can roll cancel all of her fireballs. Which is the greatest part about that. So yeah, she's CVS 2. We definitely CVS 2 out here. So they went over Cody and Ken's again. So Ken on hit, if it's charged, it's not an overhead. First of all, this move is not an overhead, so that's already whack, right? But it's +4 on hit charged, and then +3 on block charged. It's negative on block if not charged, so it's already whack. So we don't even care about Ken. It's not an overhead. Why is it not an overhead? Cody, on the other hand, he has criminal sway. We already know about it. He has to do a dodge, and he has to dodge high and low. So this is fast for overhead. Let's go back. Just to answer your question, Asterix. This is fast for overhead. I see the resub. Thank you, Super Dude Guy. That looks fast for overhead. I could count maybe like double-digit frame startup on that shit. And he has to charge it. Look at that. That's slow for overhead. He can't backdash cancel it. The charge version is the one you want to do, Asterix. Because it's actually the one you could combo from. It's whack, dog. The uncharged version is fast, but you can't combo from it. You can't even combo from it. I could understand if the uncharged version is not an overhead, but if the uncharged version is an overhead but the uncharged isn't, right? Or some shit like that. You don't get plus frames on the uncharged one. Only the charged one. You don't get plus frames. You actually don't get anything. It's just whack. I would just use the run instead. Yeah, Ken got his CVS 2 kick. But it's not an overhead. I would imagine Abidi know that's why it's not an overhead, because he has forward heavy kick, no, forward medium kick, I think, or forward heavy kick. He has thunder kick. so he could combo after. So Cody gets like his criminal sway from like Alpha 3. So like he could dodge high and low. Some stupid guy, no offense, said, yo, can he dodge high and mid attacks with the high dodge? And I'm like, he should be able to. Like, he could dodge a jump in probably. The real question that needed to be asked was, yo, but is it throw invincible? It's not throw invincible. So it's not projectile invincible, and it's not throw invincible. It's only strike invuln. So I'm gonna show that now. It's only strike invuln. Hopefully I didn't skip too far. I think I did. Oh nah, he's hitting him for V skill. But I did ask, and they did show it off. The fact that it's not throw invuln makes it not top tier. I mean, that'd be broken if it was throw invuln. But that's why you'd pick V. That's why you pick V skill 1 instead. I think they show it later. Yeah, it's not projectile invuln. He did say it wasn't projectile invuln. There it is.
It's like next round, buddy. All right, so
is Cody's dodge throw invincible? That's a good question. I don't think so.
Okay, throw me. Yeah, I'm gonna try to throw also.
Okay. It's definitely not a frame 1 startup. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
can I crush counter you? Is it got startup frames?
Actually throw a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah. So the animation came out. So yeah, once I commit to the dodge, which is called the crime sway, then you're not able to like do any other action. So if he throws, then Cody loses.
Does it have startup though? Can I hit you when you like in the first couple of frames, or
no.
does it start on frame 1?
No. Yeah.
I think it's strike invuln frame 1. That's what we found out. It's strike invuln frame 1. It's not projectile or throw invincible frame 1. See?
Or the previous question that someone asked? It's what, Ken or something? Oh, does it go through fireballs?
Yeah, it definitely doesn't go through fireballs.
Yeah.
It might go over the top of them, but it definitely doesn't go through them.
Okay.
Yep. So Cody, by theory, if his doesn't go through fireballs, if his dodge doesn't go through fireballs, then I don't think Poison's roll is gonna go through fireballs. It might not be projectile invuln. I hope it is. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong on that it does go through fireballs. 'Cause if so, I'll be hype on that. But that also means that Poison's roll is also strike invuln, and it corpse hops. That's ridiculous. Anyway, then you got Birdie, which is probably the most interesting one. Birdie has the most interesting one out of them all. So like, for his V skill 2, so his V skill 1 already builds him meter, and he gets a projectile on the ground, a rolling can, that could checkmate people, and he has a banana peel, right? But in this V skill, in V skill 2, he gets a bubble gum, and he gets to eat it and build meter. But if he holds down the V skill button, then he could charge up a projectile, right? And like, he literally blows a Hubba Bubba up. So he has 3 levels to it, and if he holds it down again longer, then it pops, right? This is probably the cheapest one, because he can walk around with it, right? He can walk around with this thing on him, and it doesn't have an active hitbox. Only when a projectile is thrown, it has an active hitbox, right? So that means it could shield him from 1 hit of a projectile, but he could hold onto it. He could actually hold onto it. So that means that he has I laugh every time I see this shit. It's cheap. It's cheap. It's so cheap. He sends it out, and it's an arcing projectile that goes 3 different distances. Like, why? Why? And see, it has a projectile hitbox, but it's an active hitbox. We can walk around with it. And I heard from them that it could be as much as plus 12. He could be as much as plus 12 when he sends out that projectile. He could be as much as plus 12, so he gets a conversion. That's wild. That's actually wild. I wonder if they showed an actual combo with it. I think they messed up with it. Yeah, they messed up with it. They had to kill him. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it's actually cheap. Look, and he gets a setup. Because he could cancel Crouch Strong, right? Like, look, I mean Crouch Fierce. Look, he gets a setup. He gets a setup. He gets a setup, Liston. That's OD. Look. That's OD. Look at that. Oh, and guess what? Look, you want to jump? You want to jump? You want to jump out? Well, look, it's going to anti-air him. It's going to anti-air him. It's going to anti-air him. That's cheap. That's cheap. That's cheap. That's actually cheap. That's cheap. That's cheap. That's actually ridiculous. That's actually extremely cheap. Like, why? Yes, he is counter hittable. So if he's doing this, if he's doing this, right, to charge up the bubble, he can be crush counter. He can be crush counter. I think you see it later on too. Go back. They show it now. See, look. See, he is crush counterable. If he's charging it, then yeah, he is crush counterable. Bubble setups. Yo, we're playing Marvel now. Anyway, so the next character they show is Poison and Kage. They really fucked up on Poison. They really fucked up on Poison. I got tight. Like, I'm like, yo, can you show whether or not it's projectile invuln? Can you show that it's throw invulnerable? They didn't show it. And they messed up the conversion that they wanted to show at V-Trigger 1. So, we already know Poison's V-Skill 2 is a cartwheel. So, can he block while walking around? Yes. He can actually, it's not an active hitbox, Liston. It's not an active hitbox. They should have had me there to test the Poison stuff. Unfortunately, Johnny, I'm not esports enough. So yeah, unlike Sakura's, her cartwheel corpse hops. So it goes through the opponent's body, right? It goes through the opponent's body. Now, it is counter hittable, so you can't just spam it. So you have to use it in proper situations, right? You can't just throw it out because you could get crush countered. Now, the other thing about it is it has a follow-up that she could do and can convert from, so it puts them in juggle state. So we already know that already, right? I think that's all they really showed off with the character, because when they tried to do the V-Skill 1 stuff, the V-Trigger 1 stuff, they couldn't do it. And it's still 50 frames, total frames for the cartwheel, and she could cancel into the cartwheel when she puts her hands down on the ground. But I counted it still like around 27 frames before the initial cancel of the somersault. Aside from that, nothing else. We see Kage. So Kage, when he does this, it's an overhead. It's -2 on block, but he's not in throw range. So he's actually outside. He's outside of throw range. He could cancel it into V-Trigger and get a conversion as well. He can also cancel his normals while in V-Trigger 1. He could cancel his normals, like his target combo, or he could go into EX moves into the V-Skill. He cannot do EX DP into the enhanced V-Skill 2. It's pretty much the same thing as like Oni's overhead. The stomp, it's the same thing. So see, I think they messed up with Poison, which kind of got me tight. They really messed up with Poison, which upset me greatly. Okay, here we go. So this is the Kage combo. This is the Kage combo. They didn't do Nash. They didn't do Nash. Unfortunately, they did not do Nash. This is the Kage combo. Ooh. That OTGs. See that? That actually OTGs. I think we skipped the combo for Kage. Let me go back. I think we skipped the combo for Kage. This is it. Ooh, 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 ooh. But see, he cannot cancel from DP into like V skill, right? And he can't do another one mid combo. It's only off of EX moves. So he can only special cancel into V skill 2 from EX moves that are not EX DP. And he could cancel from his target combo into the V skill, just like V skill 1. Then they tried to show poison off and they fucked up. So I'm kind of tight. See, it OTGs too. Kage's is okay, but I still don't see a reason outside of using V skill 1, because V skill 1 in V trigger 1 gives you crumple state with his V skill, and it's +6 on block. It's cheap. So why not? So I think they tried to show off Poison's V trigger and they messed up, which kind of upset me. So we don't get to see shit. Anyway. Next. Sim. Sim. He basically gets a fireball store. So instead of a sentinel float, he gets a store that enhances his projectile. So his Yoga Fire is going to do 2 hits and it bounces on the ground. So he gets Lucia's Fireball essentially in V-Trigger. The thing is about this Fireball is he can be extremely plus. Like he can link Crouch Fierce after this Fireball up close. Like, why? Yo, it's wild. I think it enhances his EX Fireball too. And because he could do it in the air and cancel into normals and special moves and teleport, he could actually like do all of his main combos still. He could still do all of his main combos. He just can't float back and forth. Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what he's about to do. This is cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap. Look at what he's about to do. This is cheap. This is cheap. This is actually cheap. This is actually cheap. Look at this. Look at this combo. Look at this combo. Look at this combo. Alright, you ready? You ready? Are they gonna do it yet? They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Alright, alright. Do the combo. Alright. Ooh, 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 ooh. Set play. Cheap. 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 We got loops. We got fireball loops. We got fireball loops. It's cheap. Fireball loops. So the next one is like Alex and Blanca. So I think they cover both, right? So with Alex, right? Alex, he could special cancel. He could basically special cancel his special moves into other specials, right? For his charges, let's say he does slash, he could do slash and then boot. So he could do down up. So he could literally do slash and then down up kick. He doesn't have to charge. He doesn't have to charge for it, right? If he gets hit out of it, if he gets hit while he has the buff stored, he cannot do the special cancel. And if the special cancel hit, if he hits with a special move and doesn't cancel into another special, he loses the buff. So if he lands a special, he must convert into the other special move. So cheap. So cheap. He gets to do boot. Now I don't think he can do like slash into slash, right? So he can't do slash into slash. He can't do boot into boot. He can only do one special move into another special move. And he can only cancel it on, like, the way it works is he can only cancel it if the move, like, it connects, right? So if he whiffs the special move If he decides not to cancel it, he's not going to be able to go into another special move. Can he slash grab though? He probably can. It is special cancelable. So he could probably do the same thing he did like in 3S. Now with Blanca, he gets access to, I think it's Ultra 2, Shout of Earth. So he gets like this ground projectile. If he doesn't charge it, it's negative on block. So if he doesn't charge the Shout of Earth, he's negative on block. If he charges it, he's plus. The thing about it, he could backdash cancel it, right? And it keeps the store. So it's like Jury. It keeps the store of his V skill. So that means in block strings, he could literally do like a block string into V skill 2 and he's plus. Why? 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 It's actually OD. And they get put in the juggle state. So he gets plus block strings. Let's see now, look. They show... Look at the corner carry. Look at the corner carry on this character. So see now, look. I think they show him getting hit. Do they show him getting hit? They show him getting hit after he does V-Skill. Alex. I think he's building meter. Oh, they didn't show it here. Yeah, they didn't show it here. It's okay. I think they show it in the next round. So see, look. If he does it, so he's gonna show that he has it, right? And then if he gets hit, he doesn't have it anymore. And then he also can't do like special moves. He can't waste the special move either. So like if, I guess as I said before, if he does a special move and doesn't cancel, he loses the store. And then look at the corner carry. Look at the corner carry. Look at the corner carry. Why? Why? It's so cheap. It's so cheap. Alright, so then the last one they show off is Urien. So the last one they show off is Urien. And Urien, he gets his third strike super art. So... you know how his V-Trigger 2 is pretty much his Chariot Tackle super. V-Trigger 1 is Aegis Reflector. So he gets Magnetic Sphere. So he gets a Fireball store. And then obviously he gets the super, right? But it only does 3 hits. Like it only does 3 hits and it does good damage up close. But from afar it does like no damage. And it's plus up close. Like it's super plus up close. It's not as plus from further away. Now... the thing about this Fireball, he could also do it upwards. He doesn't have to just do it straight forward. And he could change the projectile speed. So he can make it fast or super slow. It pretty much is the same as his EX. But the thing is, he also gets access to EX Fireballs as well. Now, if he does an EX Fireball while this has the store, they get popped up in the juggle state. So they don't stay grounded. So if he does the EX version, they get popped up in the air. And he is plus. He is plus up close. See, look at that. They get popped up in the juggle state. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the characters they showed off. So, yeah, he gets better zoning and his pressure, he never really had an issue with pressure up close. He had good buttons up close. Yeah, his EX fire his EX V-Skill Fireball does 5 hits, which is wild to me. So, alright. Overall, I think Birdie's V-Skill 2 is cheap. I think his V-Skill 2 is going to be a problem. Alex is still a problem. Sim is, like, okay. Urion is okay. Sakura is okay. Kage's is okay. Poison, we still need to see more. Cody is okay, right? Urian is okay. Kage is okay. Like, most of these characters are okay. Blanca might be a problem because he got backdash cancel it and he could store it. But that's pretty much it. Those are all the V skills. So I think these V skills are okay. But I don't know. I need to see something fantastic. Like, super, super fantastic. For Nash. We didn't see Nash's at all. I think Ken has a really whack V skill. He has a really whack V skill. Yeah, we didn't get a Nash, we did not get a Nash V skill. So I'm kind of tight on that. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for all of the V skills. Sim, not really. I don't think Sims is gonna be an issue. I think Sim is gonna be okay. It's not gonna be OD. That's pretty much it though for all of the V skills.